Grove Court Stud with Zoe Bailey. We're talking about mares in foal. So you've taken your horse to a stud, you know it's in foal, and you start to approach the 11th month when you probably realise that it gets a bit tense around that time, doesn't it? Do you take horses back in for foaling?
Yes, we take them in. We have quite a few booked in for this season. We've got cameras in 4 boxes and a padded stable at the top for foaling. And
so what's the benefit of the cameras? Can't you just go and check on your horse?
horses are very secretive. They don't like being found to be foaling. Although they will have low-grade labour for 2, possibly 3 days before they actually foal, they actually will foal from start to finish in 20 minutes. And if you don't have somebody with them, you've basically got 20 minutes to produce a live foal. The mare's contractions are so powerful and so strong. If there's something wrong, a foot is twisted or they're backwards or something, they will actually come out the side.
Oh gosh, so it is really important to have cameras and that sort of thing.
It's really very important to be aware of what your mare's doing. And mares are very secretive and they actually don't tell you when they're going to foal, not like cows and puppies and things like that.
So if you think are there any signs, you're saying that mares can have low-grade labour for 2 to 3 days. How would I as an owner know that my mare was in labour?
Some of them make it more obvious than others. Some of them will sort of lie down and get up and sort of roll around and look a bit sad. Some of them will just take it on the chin and they'll just walk around a bit. Sometimes they'll sweat a bit. But no, it is actually quite difficult to tell when they are going to foal. I mean, obviously they've bagged up. Hopefully they've got a decent sized bag. And usually 24 to 48 hours before they will produce something that we call wax on the actual teeth.
So bagging it, we're talking about the horse's teats are full of milk.
The bag is filling up with milk.
Okay, and so now he's talking about the waxing up, which is at the end of the teeth.
That's right, that's at the end of the teeth. But it's quite difficult to miss because it's in the summer, it's warm, they're swishing their tails a lot and you can't see it.
So anything that's produced could just be swished away?
Easily, yeah. So you really sort of have to know what you're doing. And I would not honestly advise people to try and, some people are really lucky and some people aren't, but by gosh, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Okay. So, I mean, you've got cameras here, so if you think your mare is close to foaling, do you literally sit up and watch the camera?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you sit up and you wait for anything to happen?
Yeah.
And so if you see that the mare is definitely having her foal, do you sort of sit quietly and watch from your camera to make sure everything's okay? You don't sort of dash in and see if she's okay?
No, as soon as we see them go down, we'll come out.
Okay, and that won't disturb her, she'll just carry on?
No, not at that stage, she'll be fine. But unless you catch it just right, they will get up and they'll go off again and they'll just go off the boil. I don't know why, but they seem to be able to delay foaling. Also, the weather will have a lot of difference to it. If their body temperatures are cold, they will often be quite late. And I've had them here stay up until over a year, carry foals for over a year before they've actually foaled.
Because the normal sort of pregnancy for horses is 11 months, isn't it?
Yes.
So saying they can actually extend it?
Oh yes, they can, yeah. A lot depends on their body temperatures and the temperature and the weather. If the weather's sunny, or if they've been brought in, if they're under lights, things like that, they'll probably foal on time then, but it's all got to be done, about 6 weeks to 2 months before.
Okay.